guys, thanks for tuning in. This is the Winter Media channel on YouTube. If you listen to this on Spotify, I highly recommend looking on YouTube. We are talking about sports and global events today, so I hope you enjoy. Welcome back, guys, to another week of Winter Media. Today we're going to be covering the Week 7 NFL season along with some global and domestic news. Not much going on news-wise globally. A little bit of stuff going on domestically regarding the upcoming election and the campaigns each candidate is doing. But other than that, we're going to hop in and spend a little bit of time on that NFL season. So, as we always do it, we go throughout the winners throughout the week, and then we go throughout the standings. Then we go through my predictions and see how many I got right for the week. So far, I've been doing pretty good. I got 3 wrong last week, I believe. 2 or 3 wrong last week, I believe. So it's been pretty good little streak I got going. But Broncos beat the Saints, stomped on the Saints actually, 23 points deficit. All right. 33-10, Broncos win. 32-16, Jaguars win in Europe. I believe it was in Germany. Lions beat the Vikings 31-29. Bills beat the Titans 34-10. Colts beat the Dolphins 16-10. Seahawks beat the Falcons 34-14. Does not look so good. Texans lose to the Packers 24-22. Bengals win against the Browns 21-14. Deshaun Watson is out for the rest of the season with an Achilles injury. Eagles beat up on the Giants 28-3. Raiders lose to the Rams 20-15. Commanders beat up on the Panthers like everyone else does this season 40-7. Chiefs won against the 49ers 28-18. The Jets lost to the Steelers in Russell Wilson's NFL debut in the 2024-2025 season 37-15. Ravens beat up on the Buccaneers 41-31. And Cardinals won tonight with a last second field goal 17-15 against the Chargers. Now going into the standings for the AFC East and AFC North, starting with the East at the top. Okay, it's going to be pretty hard to beat the Bills out. Not going to lie to you. I thought the New York Jets were going to have a hard start to the new season. I say in the new season for the Jets because they just got Devontae Adams, right? So it's a new season for them. They're playing catch up to the Bills. But in actuality, their season is very winnable. I think I saw like 2 or 3 games on their schedule that I was like, oh, they have like it's going to be leaning into the other team's favor. But other than that, they can win out. So it'd be interesting to see what they do. They're 2-5, which is going to be hard to dig themselves out of that hole. But going on about the Dolphins, it seems like Tua just came back to practice today. Okay, gotta watch out for that. He might be back in a week or 2. If he does, Dolphins definitely going to stay competitive, but safety to Tua first, man. Just stay safe, stay healthy. There's more to life than just sports, man. Then the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, man. Josh Allen is just, I don't think he's that good if I'm going to be honest. But they're in a terrible division. And honestly, they're running against teams that they're not supposed to be winning against. Or that they're running against teams that not everyone thought they're going to win against. So they're doing pretty good. I mean, their schedule is pretty favorable for them to win out. So I think they will win the division and make the playoffs at least this year. Now the AFC North. Woo! This division is competitive. I'm going to tell you right now, this division is competitive. Not the best division in football. I'll get to that later. But the division is competitive. The Ravens stomped up on the Buccaneers today, okay? The Bucs got to a rough start with 2 interceptions. Come on, Baker. I love you, Baker. I love me some Bake Show. But we need some more production out of you, Baker. It is crazy that you're sitting here, the starting quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, throwing almost 2 interceptions every single game. Come on, man. We got to clean it up. Love Baker. He's a winner, man, but we got to clean it up. Now, moving on to the Steelers. I told y'all. Hold on. We're on the Steelers topic. I've been telling y'all. I've been on it. I've been on it. Justin Fields cannot execute plays down the stretch or in the red zone. Y'all like to poke a little fun at me and like pull little plays out here and there and tell me, oh, well, he's doing good here, he's doing good there. Wrong. He's not doing good there. He's not doing good here. He's not doing good anywhere. And Russell Wilson, who arguably was the worst, if not, actually, he might have been the worst quarterback in Broncos history. It was just that bad. Came into the Steelers' first game in the 2024-2025 season and threw more touchdowns than he had all throughout 6 weeks. That's what? You got to be out of your mind, dude. Justin Fields, listen, man. Some people might believe he's the future of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I do not. Okay, Justin Fields is a very good backup quarterback. He's not a very good starting quarterback. He whines, cries, and ultimately has a terrible attitude. You see it on the field. I don't care what they say in the locker room. I don't care if the guys are pulling for him, if he's likable and all that stuff. I don't care. When he gets off the field, he's like, oh man, I suck again. When they lose, crying about, shut up, dude. Every game, even when they win, you see him little crying about something. Dude, you have to stay off of that. You want to be a franchise quarterback, you got to stay off the whining, man. The greats whine and they complain to their players and say, we got to step it up. He doesn't do that. He whines and complains to the refs and the coaches saying, like, do something better for me. Help me. Dude, that's not how sports work. You got to go out there and perform. You got to go out there and perform at the end of the day. And since you didn't, your job got taken. Or technically, they never even gave you the job. You've always been the backup quarterback, where you belong. Until you learn how to fix your attitude, fix your positive body language, you're done. You're a backup quarterback for life. It's honestly ridiculous, man. But moving on to the Cincinnati Bengals, they beat up on the Browns. Deshaun is out for the season with the Achilles. But Joe Burrow, listen, man, division opponents are always tough, but for some reason, the Bengals always wants to keep games close. They were close to beat, dude. They almost beat Baltimore Ravens. Think about this. They beat the Baltimore Ravens. Cincinnati Bengals are now 4-3. Baltimore is 4-3 with the Bengals on top. Pittsburgh on top with 5-2. Whoo! How much one game could change a season? Like, come on, man. Like, the Bengals are very much in it to win it, in it to make the playoffs. I mean, as you can tell, so far, like, just with these divisions alone, we got Bills, Ravens, Pittsburgh in the AFC, and then Chiefs are 6-0, so we automatically got to put them in, right? But then there's 3 other spots. We'll look at the 3 other spots right now. So we got the Houston Texans winning. That's 2 more spots, right? And then we got a 4-3 Colts and a 4-3 Broncos. That's both the spots. But you're telling me if the Bengals win just 1 more game, they're in it. So their season's very much alive. Listen, the Cincinnati Bengals season is very much alive. All they need to do is just lose maybe 2 more games, 3 more games, and they can still make the playoffs. And that's the amazing thing about this season right now for the Cincinnati Bengals. They had a horrendous start, and I believe an 0-3 start or 1-3 start. It was terrible. It was not looking good. But they still have a chance. Now, regarding the Houston Texans in the AFC South, They're running away the division. I see that the Indianapolis Colts are right there with 4-3. Then the Jacksonville Jaguars are 2-5, and then Tennessee Titans are 1-5. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, right here. No one's beating Houston in that division. The Colts may have a good chance if they start Joe Flacco, but Anthony Richardson, he's all right. I mean, he's not going to get you over the hump, but he's all right. He's just injury prone right now. So it's hard. You need a consistent, good quarterback in that huddle making those plays. Joe Flacco can be that for you. I believe Joe Flacco starts, they make the playoffs. Maybe they have I give him like a 20% chance of winning that division. But CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans, man, are they looking good. They lost to the Green Bay Packers this week from a field goal from a game-winning drive from Jordan Love. But you got to understand, CJ was not playing around on that sideline. And that's what I love to see. I love to see the competitiveness. The quarterback was getting tired of being hit and tired of not being able to run plays. He went up to the offensive line. Hey, we got to do better. Straight up. There is no left, right, nothing. Straight up. Do better. Give me 2, 3, 5 more seconds, man. I need some time for the plays to develop. But if the pocket collapses as soon as we hike the ball, I ain't got nothing. We can't run the ball. We can't do nothing. So Green Bay Packers defense showed up, but also the Houston Texans offensive line did it. So let me tell you something. CJ Stroud, that boy, he's not playing around. So, and he's showing it, man. He's showing it. 5-2 is a very good record right now. So, moving on to the AFC West. Kansas City Chiefs 6-0, baby. Listen, I'm not a huge Chiefs fan, but I'm a huge Mahomes fan. Now, let me tell you something. That boy is not having the best season right now. But the boy is still having a season. An undefeated season so far. Okay, like 6-0 is nice. It's nice. I mean, but the Eagles almost went like 10-0 last year or something like that. So, like, it's okay. It's okay. But the thing is that people can't beat the Chiefs. If the Chiefs get over, I believe, if they get over 28 points, it's an automatic win. They're like 29 straight games of holding an opponent under 28 points or 23 points or something like that. Something crazy like that, right? So it's like, okay, and you got Patrick Mahomes, you got Travis Kelce, you got that boy Xavier on the outside. Oh, you got Juju in the slot. In the flat, he can make a play or two, 1 or 2 plays per game. That's it. Don't throw in the ball no more. But Travis Kelce in the red zone, Patrick Mahomes in the red zone with Travis Kelce. You got me locked up, they won't let me out. Come on, that boy. Hey, don't worry about it. Just go on to the bench, go on, sit down, take the 7, and don't worry about it. Because it is what it is. Them boys are going to do it. Now, regarding the Denver Broncos, I'm still not high on them. I mean, congrats to them being 4-3 with Bo Nix. Bo Nix is looking good, but it looks like he hit the ceiling. I don't see him improving much throughout his career, so he looks like he hit the ceiling. It is what it is. Sorry, bro. You're like 26 years old, 25 years old, so it's hard to develop, man. He got a hard head, but Sean Payton's the one to develop him if he wants to, man. But still not high on the Broncos. Los Angeles, whatever. Chargers. Whew. Let me down this week. Let me down. I had them winning tonight. I know that for sure. I had them winning tonight. And them boys, they almost did it. But Kyler Murray, we'll talk about that in a sec. And the Raiders, you see how bad they are? They're making me yawn. How bad the Raiders are. They're just atrocious. They got to tank. They got to hope to draft Shedeur Sanders next year, because he's the only one that's going to come in that franchise and not care. Not as in not care about winning. Not care about anyone else but winning. You got Devontae Adams over there and he's unhappy. Hey, man, you good? No, I ain't good. I want more passes. Well, you ain't good then. You ain't getting no more passes. How about that? How about you help me? How about you stop crying over here and you start catching the ball when I throw it to you? Like, oh boy, it's gonna be hype. It's gonna be hype in Vegas, man. It's gonna be hype in Vegas or Tennessee or Jacksonville, Florida. Who knows? Maybe not Jacksonville. Maybe not Jacksonville. But let's move on to some other teams that might be. Cleveland. Washington Commanders are ahead of the NFC East. 5-2. Philadelphia Eagles 5-2. Cowboys 3-3. New York Giants 2-5. Okay, let me tell you. I still got the Eagles winning the division. I don't care. They beat the Panthers 40-7. Small claps around the room, please, because they ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing at all. But let me tell you something. The Eagles, yes sir. Yes sir. Listen, Washington Commanders are good and all, but LSU, if I recall, it don't get cold like it get cold in DC. Cliff Kingsbury's pretty good when the weather's good. Not so good when the weather's bad. Okay? Let's just be honest. Let's call what it is. The Washington Commanders are having a fantastic start to the season. Best they probably ever will see for the next 10 years. Because they ain't going to do nothing else. Nothing else. And the Eagles are going to come back. Well, not even come back. They're just going to win the division. Okay? They were off this week. So was the Cowboys. They weren't off this week. My bad. They were not off this week. The Cowboys were off this week. The Eagles are going to win the division. The Cowboys are not making the playoffs. Commanders are not making the playoffs. The Giants are not making the playoffs. And it's all because the best division in football is the NFC North. Let's go, baby. So we got the Detroit Lions beating the Vikings. Giving them the first L of the season and taking lead in the NFC North, like I predicted. And then we got the Green Bay Packers 5-2. Chicago Bears had the week off, so they're 4-2. Ooh, boy, this is the best division in football. I'm telling you that right now. It's crazy right now, man. I'm gonna tell you this one time only. Well, one time, all the time. Vikings are not making the playoffs. They started off 5-0, and they're going to miss the playoffs. And it's going to be hilarious. You know why? Because we're going to have East, North, Central, no, South, West. Why did I say Central? East, North, South, West, right? So that means we only have 3 other slots, right? Packers, Bears, okay? Right? And then, if you go forward, all right, you'll see that 2 teams are coming out the South. Like I predicted! The Atlanta Falcons, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are coming out of the South to make the playoffs. And let me tell you something. Baker almost won it today. Like, not almost won it as in they were like tight game, but like almost won it as in if he just doesn't throw 2 interceptions like he has been all season, they could have had a chance to win the game. But he doesn't want to do that. Baker, help me out, brother. Help me out. But let me tell you, 133 negative net points for the Carolina Panthers. That is absolutely terrible. The Atlanta Falcons are sitting at the top of the division with -6 net points. That's not good. Bucks are at least competitive in every single one of their games. And let me tell you, they're doing good. Okay? I'm pretty high on the Bucks. I still got Atlanta winning the division. Bucks coming in second. So this is looking pretty good to me, right? And then Saints and Panthers suck. They're going to miss the playoffs. Who cares, right? We don't care about them. Now moving on to the NFC West. We got the Seahawks, Cardinals, San Francisco 49ers, and Los Angeles Rams. San Francisco's just been San Francisco's just been awful. We're going to call it as it is. San Francisco 49ers, you are an awful football team without your all-stars. Let's make that into a chant. Because they are. Like, the Arizona Cardinals are above you right now. What? Boy, I would burn a jersey if I had one. That is absolutely unacceptable. Are you kidding me? The Arizona Cardinals are above you right now? In the 7th week, they're above you? Nope. In the Seahawks, I mean, Geno Smith is good. I mean, they're going to put up wins here and there, but the 49ers, they need a win, man. They need a win. Point blank. Point blank. I get it there against the Chiefs, okay. Super Bowl rematch. You competitive game, it is what it is. Every other game, you got to win. You got to win out. You got to win out, my boy. Okay? Not only to say my predictions, but to save a lot of people's predictions. And to prove to yourself that you are winners, even without Christian McCaffrey and such. But I don't know. I don't know if they can, dude. Brock Purdy's too much of a liability, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Seahawks or the Cardinals, 49ers, Seahawks, Cardinals, I wouldn't be surprised if any of them would win the division. I'm hoping for the 49ers, just because I feel like they would be a more competitive team in the playoffs than the Seahawks or Cardinals, but we will see. Only the future shall know. Now, we're going to go through, right? And we're going to flip through back and forth real quick about the winners and the losers of these games. So I know the Broncos won, right? So this is, we might not have to. Maybe I'll remember. Broncos won, right? Jaguars won. Lions won. Bills won. Colts won. Falcons lost. Texans lost. Bengals won. Eagles won. Rams won. Commanders won. Chiefs won. Jets lost. Ravens won. Chargers lost. Let's go check that. I'm checking the Rams and Raiders, right? That's the only one I'm checking. Rams and Raiders. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, I was right. Okay, cool. So now, regarding that, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games. And I have 4. Okay, that's not bad. 11 out of 15. Hey, bro, I got 11 out of 15. Let's see that percentage. That's a 0.73%. Or 73, not 0.3. Not 0.3. Is 73.33%. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Only have 4 wrong this week. And honestly, man, going through it, Falcons should have been more competitive. Let's talk about that. Falcons should have been more competitive, but for some reason the offense couldn't get going. Hey, I get it. They have a good defense, but you gotta get it going. You have to get going. And then we already talked about the Texans and the Packers. C.J. Stroud tried to inspire his team, tried to inspire his offensive line to get it going, but they just didn't want to get it going. I really, really wanted the Packers to lose this week because that means the Bears were on top. She with the noobs. Nah, I'm playing. Yep. That hurt so bad. Jets versus Steelers. That's because I thought they were starting Justin Fields. That's not fair. I thought they were starting Justin Fields. If I knew it was Russell Wilson, I would have put Steelers easily all day, no doubt. And then regarding the Chargers and Cardinals, a last-second field goal. Thanks, Kyler Murray. You want to show up in games that I am actually invested in? Thanks, man. Now, we're going to move on to our new segment. Before we do, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the NFL season so far. How do you think my predictions have been improving throughout the week? Do you think these predictions are pretty easy to call out? Or do you feel like it's pretty 50-50 up in the air? Let me know how you feel. But moving on to the news cap of the week. Highlights of the news. So strategies from, we're going to run through the the topics, and then we're going to start back at the top, run back down. Strategies from Kamala Harris's campaign. Strategies from Donald Trump's campaign. Israel continues to strike in Lebanon and Gaza, and Russia in Sudan Darfur's region. Okay. Strategies from Kamala Harris' campaign is the same campaign that all the Democratic Party leaders and candidates for president use. The rich are trying to get richer by making the poor get poorer. Okay, but isn't that what your administration did? Isn't that what your administration did? Let's be honest now. Joe Biden hasn't helped the poor get richer. He only helped the poor get poor. Everyone in the United States of America is poorer now with Joe Biden as the president, as the leader of the country, while are people suffering in Florida, while people in Tennessee are suffering, and we're sending billions of dollars overseas. Hold on. I don't see Europe doing it. I don't see China doing it. I don't see France. I don't see Germany. I don't see any other country sending billions of dollars over there. I don't see Canada doing it. Why are we doing it? That makes no sense to me. I get it. They're going to pull some BS of, oh, we got to preserve democracy, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they don't care about it over there. They don't care about it over there. All they care about is ending the war and getting the war over with. But what you want to do, you want to send money over there? When we got people dying over here? Come on, man. It's ridiculous. And then they're also pushing these agendas like, they're pulling clips. There we go. This is what I wanted to talk about. Whew. So I watch interviews from both candidates, and I watch the full interview. I don't watch clips. I do watch like clips after, or maybe like before if I haven't gotten to it yet. But either way, I watch the full interview, and I do see clips here and there. Let me tell you, this woman, Kamala Harris, her campaign manager needs to get fired almost immediately. You're using clips of Donald J. Trump from speeches and his rallies that people go and watch full videos of, and he's like, yeah, they're going to clip this up, watch. Oh, yeah, they clipped it up. Watch. It is what it is. They're going to do what they want to do to push their own agendas. Just know I'm already one step ahead of them by calling it out and knowing that they're going to clip it. The thing is the people on both sides, Democratic and Republican side, do not watch the full interviews of the other candidate so that they don't know it's a clip, so that they don't know that the person's already calling it out. The difference is Trump is calling it out. Kamala's not calling it out. Kamala doesn't have a brain for herself when she's up there speaking. It's like she's like stage frightened, which is not good because dealing with powerful leaders, you cannot be stage frightened. You got frightened. You got to stand tall. You got to be willing to talk your talk. Now, strategies from Trump. The biggest thing is that he's pushing a lot of Kamala Harris's agendas and Joe Biden's agendas to help transgender people, and saying that Kamala Harris is for them, not for you. That's like the main ad campaign. Honestly, if I was Donald J. Trump, I wouldn't go with it. I thought that was pretty dumb. I feel like that's not a good approach because you're just reaffirming your own. You're not swinging independence. How about that? You're not swinging independence. And Donald Trump actually did go into a McDonald's, I believe it was yesterday, or early today, Monday the 21st, and went in, right, and he worked at a McDonald's. Donald J. Trump worked at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania. And I saw a few faces of those people. Some people were like, oh my God, I met a president. Other people were like, give me my food and I'm out of here. First of all, if I ever met Obama, Clinton, Bush's, uh, Joe, or Trump, it's gonna be all respect, no matter what. If I agree with them or not, whether I think they're good or not, they're a president of the United States. You gotta give them their respect first and foremost. So when you see a president, hey, nice to meet you, President. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time and your efforts to help deliver to give me my food. Hey, best of luck on your campaign. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Boom, over with. But no, some people are like, okay, thanks for my food. And he's like, bye. And they're like, come on, man. You got to be a little bit better than that. Because you never know when you might meet a president again, you know? But other than that, his strategies are pretty. He's going on podcasts, pretty like prominent podcasts regarding like social media spaces. Kamala Harris is trying to get on the Joe Rogan podcast. Who knows if that's going to happen? She did do a interview with Fox News, and let me tell you, it was alright. It wasn't like crazy good. Like it didn't like expose her for anything. It did expose that she does have a temper when people are asking for an answer to their question and she can't answer it. So that is one thing that got exposed by Kamala regarding her interview skills. Other than that, I believe that wraps up the strategies for both candidates, Kamala Harris and Donald J. Trump. Israel continues to strike in Lebanon and Gaza. They continue their airstrikes in Lebanon and Gaza. They actually reportedly sent an apology to the Lebanese government for killing 3 people while they were trying to kill Hamas. Okay? Doesn't mean that you're right. Doesn't mean that it excuses for what you've done. I mean, and Gaza is having a huge breakout right now because a lot of children are being like orphans, or becoming orphans, and they have no way to survive. It's really sad. It's really sad out there. I hope that war like wraps up sooner than later, and I hope all is well for all of those people. And I'm sure life is gonna get better. You just gotta wait out the storm. You gotta wait out the flood. Wait out the flood on your own boat, in your mind, and in your body. Now, Russia is in Sudan's Darfur region. This is because they are investigating a plane crash, a cargo plane crash. Not much has come out about it. All that we know is Russia is investigating it. It is very interesting that Russia's investigating this. If it is just a normal cargo plane, obviously it's not a normal cargo plane, so it must be something important, whether they're transferring things to the Chinese government or what else. I don't know. I have no clue. Not gonna speculate, but it is very interesting, and nothing else really has been happening in the world. I mean, nothing like new, nothing crazy, nothing news report worthy. So that's gonna wrap up this week's Winter Media. Please let me know what you thought about the Winter Media channel, what you thought about this week, and how the YouTube videos are going. We're going to try to post a little bit more YouTube action regarding the shorts, along with trying to just draw some more engagement to the channel. It's a little bit tough with it going on once a week. We might up it to 2 times a week, towards like starting. Actually, might do it starting this week because basketball season is starting. So you might catch me on Saturday mornings, just catching up the basketball like space, or Saturday mornings probably be the best. Every other Saturday mornings, I don't know. I'm gonna work it out, but probably starting this week we'll do 2 times, just regarding the the NBA, because I really do love the NBA. Really want to cover it, so we're gonna start covering the NBA. I know there's only gonna be like 2 to 6 games played by the end of the week, or 2 to 10 games played by the end of the week. So we're gonna try to cover that stuff. Maybe it'll be Friday night, maybe it'll be Saturday night. probably Saturday night if I'm being honest, before I hop onto the Winter 5 Storm gaming channel and play. If you haven't subscribed there, please go subscribe there. If you don't know what to do when you watch this video and you see this news, please just go look up the information for yourself. Do not just trust my words, but do trust what you read, as in reading multitudes of content and forming your own opinion. Okay? Other than that, just going to wrap up this week. Deuces.